The area was devastated with Lu Shang's energy permeating the space. With a serene gaze, Lu Shang clenched his fist. He recalled that his opponent was said to be a level 10 expert 20 times stronger than the evil falcon. Yet he had killed him with a single touch. The ease of it was almost boring. His eyes began to shine with excitement as he recalled his battle against Lin Chen. He remembered that even before receiving the inheritance while still at level 8, he had been able to fight on equal terms with the level 10 Lin Chen. As martial energy emerged from his hand, Lu Shang observed his palm carefully. He clenched his fist tightly, a look of surprise on his face. It wasn't that his opponent was too weak. He had simply become too strong. Lu Shang turned his attention to the shattered remains of the moon. With a serious expression, he extended a hand, deciding to fix the disaster he had caused. Using his powers, he began to repair the celestial body, a smile of satisfaction appearing on his face as it reformed. Suddenly, a strange energy flared in the space behind him. Lu Shang's eyes widened with curiosity as he turned to face it. A crimson sand spaceship fired a powerful purple laser beam which shot rapidly toward Lu Shang. Before he could react, the beam struck him directly, creating a massive explosion. Inside the ship, the crimson sand subordinate who had fired the weapon watched in silence, her eyes shining with confidence. It was an annihilation level 11 cannon fired at maximum power. She was certain he couldn't have survived. Several seconds later, as the smoke from the explosion cleared, Lu Shang was revealed shirtless but still standing. The infamous annihilation cannon could instantly eliminate any being below level 11, and even level 11 experts wouldn't dare face it head-on. The attack had been powerful. His body was covered in scratches, and the blast had seared through his right chest, burning away the skin and muscle to reveal the bone beneath. Despite the grievous wound, Lu Shang remained standing, gazing silently toward the ground. Seeing him injured, a cruel smile spread across the subordinate's face. She believed Lu Shang deserved it, and would soon be joining her boss in the afterlife. But at that moment, Lu Shang focused. He activated the power of his immortal cells, which immediately swarmed to his wounds. As he extended his arm, the cells rapidly regenerated his tissue and muscle. The woman watched her mind reeling with surprise and disbelief. In a matter of seconds, Lu Shang's wounds had completely healed, as if he had never been injured at all. As his hand finished healing, Lu Shang stretched his arms, a smile playing on his lips. His eyes shone with excitement. "Interesting," he mused aloud. That level 11 attack surprisingly contained a small portion of the power of cosmic rules. Not even a Star Supreme could have blocked it so easily. A palpable aura of Lu Shang's energy suddenly enveloped the woman inside her ship. She trembled with fear, finally realizing he was no mere level 9 warrior. She had no idea who or what she was facing. The truth was, Lu Shang had detected the Crimson Sand spaceship the moment it appeared. He had sensed the attack a second before it was fired, but feeling the threat wasn't significant, he decided to let it hit him. He wanted to test the strength of a Star Supreme level attack against his new body. The result, however, was not entirely to his satisfaction. Her face contorted with rage, the woman slammed her fist on the control panel, activating the cannon again at maximum power. The laser charged and fired another powerful blast toward Lu Shang. This time, however, Lu Shang clenched his own fist. A formidable, malevolent energy gathered around it. With an arrogant gaze, he made it clear he wouldn't be hit again. Just before the blast could reach him, he struck. His fist met the beam head-on. The difference in power was immediately obvious. Lu Shang's strength overwhelmed the blast, and within seconds it dissipated into a cloud of smoke. Witnessing this incredible power, the woman inside the ship collapsed to her knees, lowering her head in utter defeat. She couldn't comprehend how this was possible. Her eyes filled with fear and confusion as sweat beaded on her forehead. Could human strength truly stand against a stellar-class weapon? Could this being in front of her even be called human anymore? With an expression of pure terror, The Crimson Sand subordinate raised her head. She had just witnessed a single punch obliterate the blast from a level 11 annihilation cannon. To her, this was 10 times more shocking than watching her leader die. On the ship's main screen, Lu Shang's penetrating gaze stared directly at her, causing her to panic. Suddenly, Lu Shang exerted his power from a distance. The woman choked blood seeping from her eyes and mouth as an unseen force crushed her from within. She didn't understand what was happening. As she collapsed to the ground, writhing in agony and losing consciousness, Lu Shang wreathed in martial energy, teleported directly onto the ship's bridge. He silently observed her before extending a hand using his power to levitate her storage bracelet into his palm. "The spoils of war," he said with a smile. He noted that the energy crystals in her storage were more than double his previous haul, a sign that the Crimson Sand organization was far more successful than he'd thought. Lu Shang then approached the ship's control panels and began to examine them carefully. His eyes filled with surprise. It was a high-level spaceship, a very nice prize indeed. A quick check revealed he had obtained over 11,800 tons of energy crystals, a third of which were high-grade black crystals. A confident smile spread across his face. He had generated this wealth with his own 2 hands. He mused that it didn't matter if he came from a low-level civilization. Even someone from a backwater planet could achieve immense wealth and power through hard work and determination. Putting a hand to his chin, he imagined contacting Li Qinghe and her offering him a choice of any treasure for his efforts. This group was clearly an interstellar pirate crew. As the guide for the Tumen Star region, Li Qinghe collected a protection fee every 10 years and was theoretically responsible for protecting low-level planets from such invaders. After he'd gone to the trouble of solving her problem for her, Lu Shang felt she should at least give him a reward. Just then, the spaceship's alerts blared. The system reported that the ship had been locked down by an unknown energy source. Lu Shang's eyes filled with surprise as he spun around. In that instant, a powerful energy beam struck the spaceship, engulfing it in a massive explosion. The resulting blast incinerated Lu Shang's newly regenerated flesh, reducing his body to a charred skeleton. Yet somehow he was still alive. He had barely recovered, only to be attacked again. His attention snapped to a group of figures that had just appeared. Surrounded by golden martial energy, several powerful warriors materialized in space. Their leader, a masked man carrying a sword, gave a sharp command: "Blockade this star region. Eliminate all members of the Crimson Sand pirate group. Leave no one alive." "Yes, Executive Fu Bo." His subordinates responded in unison, beginning to search the wreckage of the ship. While they were distracted, Lu Shang's immortal cells furiously went to work regenerating his body once more. He clenched his teeth in fury. He had worked so hard, prospered through his own effort, and finally obtained a complete advanced ship as a war prize only for these interlopers to destroy it. As his body regenerated, he clenched his fists tightly. Rage finally boiled over. "Do you have any idea how hard I worked for that?" He roared, his voice echoing in the void. "Don't you know that ship was mine? Do you know how much I was saving to buy a habitable planet? You will compensate me." Executive Fubo's attention snapped toward the voice, a flicker of confusion in his eyes. He calmly adjusted his mask and observed the rapidly healing man. His mask's scanner calculated Lu Shang's level, displaying an interstellar combat value of just 153. A level 9, Fubo wondered. Since when did the Crimson Sand have level 9 members, or is he a new recruit? Meanwhile, Lu Shang's eyes blazed with rage, veins bulging on his forehead as he glared at Fubo. He was going to kill these bastards.